If you love the look of Pottery Barn but not the price tag, you're going to be obsessed with today's DIYs. I'm recreating high-end pieces for a fraction of the cost using items from the Dollar Tree, and honestly, they look so good. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and let's jump on into it. It is no surprise that Pottery Barn has the most expensive floral arrangements that we don't want to pay like almost $200 for. But Walmart right now, I just checked my store and they're still in stock, has these gorgeous Real Feel My Texas Home faux hydrangea stems. These are almost 18 inches and they feel so real. So these are amazing. They are expensive at almost $7 a stem. I'm just using what I wanted to spend here. Obviously, the original arrangement was $150. I just purchased a similar arrangement at TJ Maxx over $40. If you wanted to be super budget friendly, you could even just use 2 to 3 of these and mix them with like the nicer Dollar Tree greenery or florals. I did stick a couple of cheaper flowers in here, but the point is just to recreate this at a cheaper price point. So I did want to add a little bit of clear glue to the bottom. This is going to act as my faux water. I didn't have enough, but I just used what I had. And then I wanted all the little stems to be centered inside of the glue instead of going every which way. So go ahead, tie them together. You also could use a rubber band. I couldn't find one at this moment, but I just wanted this to kind of hold them in place so they didn't fall down and they're going to be nice and tall in the center. I did cut the stems down just a little bit because I didn't want them to fall, but also if you use clear tape on your vase, it also holds them in place. The glue is going to like dry really nicely. You also could use epoxy here, but trying to cut a couple of corners to save a few bucks. And I get these held up nice and tight, set them to the side, let them dry, but it creates a gorgeous centerpiece that is a lot more affordable than the Pottery Barn one. Okay, so let's be real, $40 for this like globe vase is quite a stretch whenever we can put a couple of pieces together from the Dollar Tree to create the same look. I did upgrade my little fishbowl candle holder. They have a smaller one for the $1.50 or $1.25. I went with the $3 one just to get a bigger impact. And then these little glass candle holders are really low profile. It matches the Pottery Barn style one. I'm just using a combo of hot glue and E6000 to stick this together, and then I'll style it with some of my sand. And then, believe it or not, I just used some Dollar Tree floral stems in here. After I did style this, I ended up adding some little hanging plants or vines that I had to cover some of the stems. I feel like the only cheaper looking thing on these stems are the actual bottom stem itself. You could even wrap this in a darker floral tape. It just looks really plasticky at the bottom, if that's a word. But I go ahead, add 3 of these, cutting off a tiny bit at the bottom. They stick up nice and tall. I love the white tips of these. It coordinates with the sand perfectly. This was the project I was most excited about. I knew I could get the same look for a lot less. Dollar Tree has already given us these gorgeous metal lanterns that are in nice quality. They stand pretty tall. The tallest one is around 14 inches and this smaller one is I think more like 10 inches, but they are $3 and $5 compared to like the over $50 price tag at Pottery Barn. If you want a bow at the top, you could use any ribbon that you want, but in the photo they have like this, it looks like the same metal material, so that's what I'm going for. I took some nautical rope, just tied a really quick bow, attached it to the top. You do want to make sure that you glue the little tails of the bow down, and then just using some of my favorite Rub and Buff in the antique gold, I just started to paint the bow. Now you can see that Rub and Buff is flammable, so don't do that. But I did want to singe off all of the little hairs on the bow, so I should have done that first. So that's kind of why it caught fire, but ignore that. Do not do that. I have a disclaimer in the bio if you want to go read that I am not a professional and I am just making this stuff for fun. So I'm kind of learning along with you guys along the way, but I go ahead and I singed the hairs off the bow, finished painting it gold as well as the rest of the lanterns, and these turned out so pretty on a budget. Okay, so these keep popping up in my feed whenever I am looking at Pottery Barn's website, and they are just like these fun little speckledy textured candles. So if you want to grab any candles will do, the LED ones, these are $5 each. You can make as many or as few as you want. I also think these would be cute like the original Pottery Barn photo that I shared. You could put some different sizes, get some cheaper $1.25 ones to set in front of these, but I did tape off the little LED flame at the top. And we are going to be painting these, so you don't have to worry about the color variation. I just wanted to use a couple that I already had on hand, and then mixing up a lighter version. Everyone knows, if you watch my channel for 5 minutes at all, that I love the mineral color Waverly chalk paint, but I felt like it might have been too dark to start with, so I mixed it with a ton of white. This is just in the chalk paint. Go ahead and do 2 thin coats, let these completely dry, and then we will start adding some different colors. So since we added white the first time and got these super light, I'm just going to go in with the pure mineral color and then use this little wedge brush because it has the perfect little texture at the top to get the same look as the photo. Now their color went up about 3/4 of the candle, so I'm leaving a little bit at the top to show the original color, and this looks so cool. Just sponging it on there. You can blend or leave it as rough or thick as much as you want to, but then layering on the different colors is what makes all the difference. So this is a fawn color. It's kind of like a brown, but it has like a gold undertone. I think it's perfect to bring out different colors, and then putting white right on top. This is so cool to make an arrangement for $10 versus over $50, and you're getting the same look for a lot less. Alright, so in this photo, they're just selling the sand, but this is a look I was going for. I knew with these new decorative trays that had the beads around them, we could get the same look for a lot less. So I grabbed 3 of the darker ones, and I'm just styling these with the larger hurricane lanterns, candle holders. I washed them all up, so that's why they're a little bit wet. Place them right on these wood things, just fill them in with some black rocks. This gives it such a nice high-end look. Add whichever LED candles that you like. I pick up these from Amazon. They have a remote with them, but so gorgeous, and I feel like it looks so fun setting them in a group of 3. Also, another fun idea using this same tray, as well as one of the candlesticks that we used earlier. I am using a taller one. I wanted to attach this to the bottom to create like a fun decorative stand. I did get a little bit messy with the hot glue, but thankfully you can easily peel off hot glue off of the glass. But I go ahead, resecure this with extra hot glue all the way around the top. And then whenever I flip this over, I just felt like it was a little bit plain, so I am going to be adding some wrapping paper to the top or some just craft paper, but I wanted to coordinate the bottom, so giving it a couple of coats of the black matches this black rose paper perfectly. Dollar Tree sells a white paper with the black rose pattern on it, so either one you want to use. I picked up this one from Amazon, and then I am loving this Fisker tool. I just recently got it. It is very easy to cut out circles. I used to cut out circles with a pair of scissors, just tracing something, and it never was a perfect circle. So this is so cool. You can adjust it every single time. I think to make up to an 8-inch circle, you just take the little arm, adjust it what size you need, push it all the way around. It has a small little blade, and you get a perfect circle every time. So all I had to do was use some Mod Podge and attach this, and you're ready to go. Not sponsored, but I'll put a link down below if you're interested. This is definitely a must-have if you like to craft a lot, and there's so many different materials that it works with. So I'll leave that information down below. But using my Mod Podge, I go ahead and put a nice thick layer, attach the paper, and do the same thing over the top. These are one of my favorite floral pieces to pick up in the summertime. These little leaves, especially the ones with the holes in them, I feel like they look more realistic and they're so cute for just $1.25. They scream summer to me. So I picked up some of these, and then using the $5 candle holder as well as this little cylinder black vase, or I've used this as a utensil holder before, I'm putting these together and going to create like a thin little wall where I can add some rocks in. So first thing you need to do is attach the black piece down inside of the clear vase, let that cool off a second, and then add whatever rocks or sand that you would like to. Even like little pieces of greenery or faux flowers down in there would look really cool. I am just adding the rocks for more of like a high-end look. Tons of Pottery Barn pieces have the faux rocks in them, and then using these little leaves, which getting the tags off of the Dollar Tree floral stems are the worst, but go ahead, pop them in there. These spread apart really easily, so it fills up the vase nicely, and style just on an entryway table or a larger area in your home. Like, it fills in a space so great with a high-end look. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. Let me know in the comments down below which project was your favorite, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.